Joe, first of all, what was the emotion like at the end of yesterday's game?
Yeah, it was brilliant. It was, especially after a week off on back of Toulouse game, it was really good. So to get that win, we talked about a bit of consistency, and I thought we got that. I thought the game itself, we dug in, we got through what we said we had to get through, and we knew they were coming physically and strong. They come through middle, and I thought we did everything that Radha's asked for, and it's good to see we got a back-to-back win.
And a win over a top team as well in the Catalans, obviously grand finalists last year and going well again this year.
Yeah, well, I think it's the first time we've won a top 4 team, I think, this year, so that's a start, and back end of the year, that's what we're looking to keep doing now, ticking these teams off, and no better than beating Catalan at home, big strong pack, and yeah, it's on to Huddersfield next week.
Yeah, tough test on Friday. Obviously, they've been going well as well. What are their main strengths at the moment?
No, they're playing well. They're playing for each other. I think if you look, they're a well-structured side and they're scoring some good tries. So it's going to be tough in middle for us. They're a good pack. I think Yates has been one of the best 13s in comp. So it's going to be tough. But like I say, we're working on ourselves. We're working on building on the games that we've just won, and hopefully keep picking these wins up.
Your coach obviously mentioned consistency. How important is that for Castleford to go forward and then get that final playoff place, or even further higher in the table?
Yeah, we just, like I say, we're just working on and building on game after game now, and it's as long as we keep turning up for each other and showing them efforts that we've shown in the last few weeks, especially the Toulouse one, and then obviously backing that up against Catalan, and if we back that up again this week, yeah, I think if you've got a team whose efforts are at 9 or 10 each week, you find yourself winning a lot more than you lose.
We're talking about stats and how they relate to Super League players at this event today. Are the players in the Castleford squad who are like kids at an under-9s game who want to know how many assists they've got, how many tries they've got? Are there any players who are desperate to know how well they've performed?
I don't think so, no. It's something that you don't really look at. I think coaches might do that, especially if you had a bad game and you hadn't done no in game. I think they'll look at your stats then, but no, there's not many players that are big stat men, I don't think, unless they're doing it at home in bed on a night when nobody's watching. Certainly not training. It's, like you say, it's about performance on field and getting them wins.
Magic weekend coming up. How are you feeling going into that? Obviously, you've got this big game against Huddersfield this week, but then it's a big event up in Newcastle.
Yeah, it's something you look forward to. It's like a one-off game really, and it's a town where a city that's wanting to get rugby up there and spreading rugby league. So it's a good stadium, and it'll be a good trip, and no better place to play Leeds Rhinos.
If you're not talking about stats in the change room, are you talking much about Love Island at the minute?
It has been talked about a little bit. As you see, Jack's on there, but I think that's main conversation at the minute. Apart from rugby league, that's all we talk about. So let's just hope he gets winning and then gets cast more on map.
I'm going to say, it's not a bad prize to win, is it? All that cash.
Yeah, it's not a bad prize to win, but I think it's good that you've got a rugby player on there who's been at our club. I think it's pretty good for a game, to be honest. I think, and if when he comes out, you can get him involved in game, get him talking. There's going to be eyes constantly on rugby league. So yeah, I think it's a good thing for a game.